Hello and welcome to Supervive 101. Now, when you first start playing Supervive, it might feel kind of hard to get a grasp of everything that is happening at the same time. So this video is here to help you with structure and a follow basis for what to do in a Supervive game. Now, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and then we'll get right into it. When you load into a game of Supervive, you have to think about, what do I want to do? When you are in the drop phase, you gotta plan out. Do you like to fight early? Then Academy might be the best spot for you to get level 5 early to unlock the ultimate and try to find people with UAVs and hunt them down. Do you like to set yourself up for the late game? Then dropping for the legendary armor in the gold zones might be the best to get the damage reduction and setup later. Do you like to play with more creativity, or do you like the power usage? Then looking for Abyssal Vault can be really good for you to have extra powers or potentially even stronger powers. When you have decided your drop spot, then it's all about knowing, are you contested or are you not contested? If you are contested, you need to plan out which camps can we get quickly and efficiently to get levels, and which camps can we not go for that the enemies might take away from us. In the early stages, levels are super important to unlock your abilities. So if you can capture more creeps than the enemy, then you might get a level advantage to be able to fight them even quicker. Now, if you're uncontested, it might be smart to just see how quickly can we get through the stuff we have to get the upgrade shards, capture the bonfire, remember to cook your food. When you're at the bonfire, you can not only cook food, but you can also repair your armor. Make sure to always think about if you have enough gold to potentially pick up the base camp and take it with you wherever you want to go and place it out to get vision or in fixing your armor and cook food later on in the game as well. Also, if you keep the bonfire standing, if you're out and about and you want to get back to the spot, you can also press B to recall to your base camp to be able to get there safely, quickly and regroup with your teammates. On day 1, the things you want to think about is, number 1, you should try to get powers. Find the closest vaults around you, try to unlock them and gain the powers in the vaults. This can help you tremendously in fights. Thinking about them as 2 extra abilities that can help you fighting the enemy. The next thing you want to do is find armor. If you do happen to stumble upon a gold key earlier in the game, you can use them to open the vaults instantaneously, or you can use the gold key to open gold chests around the map to gain armor and resources. If you haven't found any of these, you can also use your money to buy armor in the shops. There you can also buy consumables which can help you later on. When all of these things are done, you might get close to night 1. This is where things start to get potentially a little bit hectic. Number 1 thing that happens at night 1 is that ghosts spawn. Ghosts spawn in certain areas of the map, for example, Shards of Fate, Vanegrove, Hallows, Underrot, and Catacombs. Ghost can help you gain experience and prep for level 5 earlier than others, because the next level cap is level 6 on day 2. Another thing that happens at night 1 is that the bosses spawn. There is certain bosses around the map that spawn which can hold exotic equipment, exotic powers. These are really powerful and you should try to look towards them if you are in a good position to fight, because other people will also look for these objectives. Later on in the night, you will also see the soul bosses start to spawn. You will see meteors over the map travel towards a destination. This is where the soul bosses will spawn at the latest part of night 1. Now, if you happen to kill some enemies in the time where you're potentially fighting for the night 1 bosses or the soul bosses, some of the enemies might drop what's called a PvP key. The PvP keys are things you can gain while finishing them. This key can provide you the destination to a red chest. If you open this, you can gain access to picking 1 of 2 or 3 exotic powers in the chest. Exotic powers are really powerful and can really be game breaking for you later on in the stages. So I would recommend looking for the red keys. If you happen to have a key, you can press the button of the spot in the bag. For example, if you have red key in spot number 2, you can press 2 and then you can move around to see the arrow form and move in that direction to be guided towards the red chest. Remember, when day 2 hits, the level cap will increase, so the first thing you want to be doing is getting your level 6 to upgrade your abilities. The next thing that happens is more free time. The next objective comes at night 2. At night 2 there'll be an exotic drop on the map. The exotic drop can be a power or it can be an equipment. After the exotic drop, you're now getting more into the late game. At night 3, supply drops will spawn on the map. This can be green armor or blue armor or potential powers. If you're falling a little bit behind, these resources can be great to help you catch back up again. And at night 4, the major boss spawns. These are big bosses which can grant powerful buffs. For example, the life orb boss, which can resurrect your teammates if they're dead, and drops an orb which will start resurrecting yourself if you get knocked. Or you have the gnarled heart boss, which gives you a consumable which you can place where that chooses where the circle ends. There is also more powerful major bosses. In between all of these things, make sure that if you are the bloodthirsty type and you just want to fight more, remember that there are UAVs across the whole map, and if you just want to brawl it out, hit the UAVs, scan the enemy, find them and hunt them down. Another important thing is make sure that if you have a lot of money, to check through the shops. This can help buy new armor, buy more consumables, and at special occasions maybe there is an exotic power or equipment in there. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure that you like and subscribe and tell me in the comments what you want to learn about next. Hope you enjoy and I'll see you out there.